President Donald Trump has not been timid about his desire to dismantle the Department of Education.
You go around Washington, you see all these buildings for the Department of Education. We want to move education back to the states where it belongs.
But with the department gone, what would happen to your student loans? In the Oval Office on March 6th, Trump was asked what department or agency would handle student loans if the Department of Education was dismantled. Trump told reporters that he doesn't believe student loans should be run under the Department of Education and will likely instead end up being run by the Treasury Department, the Small Business Administration, or the Commerce Department. Trump said he hopes specifically for the SBA to take a hold of the student loan process, which he says Kelly Loeffler, a Republican and the new administrator of the SBA, has already expressed interest in. In an appearance on News Nation Live, new Secretary of Education Linda McMahon said that she believed student loans and grants might be best served in another department, echoing comments made by Trump.
Some of that funding comes by appropriations from Congress, and that money will continue to flow into the states. Pell Grants, student loans might best be served in another department, and we're looking as to where that could best be handled.
But experts doubt that the SBA would be able to handle 40 million new borrowers. The more likely choice to take over the over $1.6 trillion outstanding federal student loan balance would be the Treasury Department.
I think the Department of Treasury makes the most sense here. Keep finances where finances lie. It makes a lot of sense to me. The department in and of itself is this compilation of different agency services that were sort of existing under the realm of having some sort of relationship with education and child well-being. But again, the Department of Treasury is the place that makes the most sense if we're talking about removing the federal loan oversight that the Department of Education currently has.
Activists who advocate for student loan borrowers, including the Student Borrower Protection Center, worry that borrowers already struggling with massive wait times and uncertainty, this will only add to the chaos. Experts also say that rather than the Department of Education, the biggest uncertainty with student loans lie at the courts, with Biden's SAVE program and other income-driven repayment plans making their way through the court system. And many experts wonder how Trump's actions will impact affordability promises that he ran on, especially as student loans typically allow for more affordable access to higher education.
America has an inequality problem, and it's gotten worse and worse over time. And one of the few areas or avenues through which we can think about addressing that inequality problem has been the education system. It's been thinking about ways to make our K through 12 education systems better at supporting students with different types of needs that are coming into our schools with different types of disadvantages. And it's been the place where we've thought about creating more opportunity through access to our higher education system. And so if the Department of Education goes away, or if the capacity of the Department of Education is significantly weakened, well, this raises serious questions as to whether or not we will be back on pace to reach an equitable society, right? Like, what's the pathway to equality if we're not investing in an agency that is committed to advancing opportunity through education?